G'day, Steeler Nation. How you going? It's Mark here, Mark Davidson from Steeler Nation Australia. What's going on, West Country? What's that? Let's go! Baby! Yes! Yes! Let's go!
What's the deal with the schedule?
So I think the stereotype that we drink Fosters, and the first Foster I saw was in Pittsburgh. It's a true story.
Yeah,
The first ever Foster I saw was in America. I've never seen one
I thought that
here.
was like Australia for beers.
For what?
Alrighty, Steeler Nation. Oh, hang on a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. What's going on? What is going on, Steeler Nation? I'm a little bit hungover because yesterday I had a lot of beers. I was at the Super Bowl party down the bottom pub, down the winners pub, and I had too many beers, as is tradition. But one big congrats, though, to be honest. Like, I know some people don't think it was a good game because it was like a boring game. But I was down there having a lot of fun, man. I was having food. I was meeting other, NFL people and other NFL fans, talking football. There was more than just me that time. I think there was about 10 people, 10 or 11, which doesn't seem too many, but it was quite a few tables there. Yeah, and I just kept downing sherbets, just kept having a go. So big congrats to the Seahawks, man. And also Sam Darnold too. So I think we're all pretty thankful that the Patriots didn't win, but they didn't play the better game. The Seahawks just outclassed them, just took over. And if that TD was allowed for not Jonathan Walker, Walker the third, then it could have been even a higher score. Dead set. So what's going on? We'll do a short show today. It's a quick catch up. I've already done my G'day Steelers Nation. Hope you guys saw that. If you didn't, go back and listen to that. Talking about the Super Bowl and stuff like that. It's officially now the season is done. It's all ended. It's all over. I'm now a new Tom Brady jersey winner, which is crazy to me. I looked at it. The price tag is like $250. So I don't know what to do this yet. I'm not too sure what I'm going to do with it. I might keep it. I might sell it. Yeah, I don't know. But I'm very thankful. So you can't knock down, someone gives you something or you win something. You can't knock it down. I'm very thankful to the bar that I got it from. But yeah, yesterday was fun. Hope you guys watched the Super Bowl yesterday. Maybe you went around to Bubba's show or went around, or maybe you had like Super Bowl parties. But I understand it gets the I guess the look of it, like it wasn't the fastest, the sexiest, the craziest, the big plays, the this, the that. But you go look at the defense. They fucking were blitzing cornerbacks. You had a picks. It was a fumble that turned into a pick six. The bloke there, Drake May, was sacked 6 times. So, what up, Christine, as well? Oh, thank you for joining HDU as well. Thank you very much for joining HDU, the membership program here. I need to try and do more stuff that I can. But I appreciate it. And also, thanks for joining the Steeler Nation Facebook too, man. I'm trying to make this thing work. It's not as easy sometimes when I'm now working like 38 hours a week or whatever. The game down in Melbourne, I'm going to do a meetup, a Steeler Nation meetup for sure. So I appreciate the support because it helps me run the StreamYard. It helps me run. And I've been on YouTube 5 years now. So it's been a long time. And there's been a lot of people kicking with me for 5 years. So I appreciate that. But did you guys enjoy the game? I did. I enjoyed it. I thought the game was fun. A few years ago, you had the Patriots versus Rams was like 13 to something. And I didn't think that wasn't really a defensive game. It was more of a poor offense. But I enjoyed it. I thought the game was fun. Seahawks win 29-13. Kenneth Walker was going on for third. He wins MVP. You probably could have given MVP to possibly even AJ Barner. He scored a TD, the tight end. He might have deserved it. If Cooper Kupp scores a TD, he could have won it. You could have given MVP to the defense. You got, blokes getting 2 sacks here. Derek Hall, Byron Murphy getting 2 sacks. Overall, they had 6 sacks. They just dominated, man. They absolutely dominated. You could have given the kicker, even the kicker, Jason he could have been given MVP. The Aussie Michael Dixon, he's been there a long time, like 3 or 4 years. I saw that he had 3 punts inside the 20 that was fucking inside the 6-yard line. He could have been given MVP. The Seahawks took care of business. So it's sometimes refreshing not to see things one side, so close. And the other year was Eagles, fuck the Chiefs up. But this year, Seattle Seahawks deserves it. And maybe now they can wash away the bad taste from that Marshawn Lynch, should have ran it Super Bowl against the Patriots. But I think offensive line, what I saw yesterday, the Patriots just got run over. The guy, whoever the left tackle is for the Patriots, let up like 2 or 3 sacks. So they couldn't move the ball. I was watching down the Winners Pub, and as we're watching, me and this other bloke next to me, who was a 49er fan. About 3 quarters in, when was it? It was like what, 13? 12-0 or something like that in the third quarter, and the Seahawks had the game because they simply couldn't move the ball on offense for the Patriots. And you don't mind running a halfback draw to a running back if your team, the Seahawks, can pin them deep and play defense. And that's what they did. They fucking did it, man. It was fun. It was a lot of fun to watch, to be honest. A lot of fun. Drake May went 27-43, so shout out to him and shout out to the Patriots to at least have for getting there. But maybe the easier schedule, maybe the fact that they had to verse Denver in Colorado and Denver when it started snowing, and they won 10-7, that could have been a difference too as well. So I don't know. I think people were shit on this Super Bowl, say it was boring. I thought it was quite entertaining, to be honest. I thought it was really, really entertaining. So, but let me know what you guys think as well. And I want to give my thoughts too. Everyone's talking about it. Even got Pittsburgh, what's the bloke named? Wes Hill. I'm going to try and get him on the show too. I will also, I need to try and get my mate Sam from Wobble and Jaw Sports, if you're listening. I want to get him on the show too, because he's been a Seahawks fan, I think, for like now 10, 12, maybe 15 years, something like that. He's not just a Seahawks fan out of the blue. He's been a Seahawks fan for a long time. He's ecstatic. So nothing better than your team winning it. And I think we are trying to chase that feeling again. We are trying to chase that feeling just by getting to the fucking playoffs, and like winning a game would be a thrill, let alone going on a, going on a four-game win or 3-game streak or something like that, going on a bit of a ride to win the Super Bowl. So it all comes to an end now in 2026. And then now we have like the UFL to look forward to. We have, I guess, the draft coming up very, very soon, which I'm going to organize. But yeah, it's a fun thing. And everybody yesterday, every man and their dog watches the game. So they probably expected maybe the New England Patriots to be 29 or, 29, 27, something like that. But I'm even surprised they scored 13 points, to be honest. They couldn't move the ball down the fucking field at all. Not at all. And also, too, when you think about it as well, 100%. Yeah, they proved you don't need a Mahomes or an Allen to win Super Bowl team. Darnold has a Super Bowl ring up to 4 teams because he's a great team behind him. Wasn't all about QB. And also, to that point, with Darnold, he was from the same draft class, right? I'm pretty sure. 2018 NFL draft QBs, I think. Yeah, Baker Mayfield, Hasn't won one. Sam Darnold seeing ghosts with the Jets. That didn't work out, as we all know. Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson. Even Mason Rudolph was part of that draft class. So he's the one out of all of them that had a really rough start. And I think that he's turned his career around. Round 1, pick 3. And he was part of the Jets, though. And the Jets are a really shit team. So turning his, what's he now, 28 years of age. He's probably on like a 3 or 4 year contract. Could they run it back? He went from, New York Jets football for 3 years in a row. 4-9 first season, 7-6, 2-10. Really bad quarterback, really bad team. Throwing interceptions, not the best. Even this year, though, he had 4,000 yards, 25 TDs, and 14 interceptions. But he was on a good team, a good running team, good pass catchers. You can't go past too. The other bloke there was held quiet. JSN, he was held very quiet at the same time. He had a really big year. So Seahawks are one of those teams. They've always been in it. They always have a chance, man. Now we beat them. Excuse me. We beat them. Seahawks in Super Bowl 40, like fucking 20 years. 20 years? Can you believe that? Man, life's crazy. What am I now? 30? I'm 30 fucking 6. 20 years ago, I was 16. Is that right? Yeah. 20 years ago, I was 16 watching Super Bowl 40, Jerome Bettis and the bus. And then 3 years later, I was 19, 20 years of age watching Debo Harrison win one. We need one. It's been 17 years for us since we've been there. So we need one. The Steelers need that. Could you imagine like how fun it would be to be a Steelers fan again, to be in the Super Bowl with this day and age of social media and all this kind of stuff? How fun it would be to win one like this. Like, we need one. Here you go. Oh, we're the same age, bro. We're the same age. And looking back at what? 20 years ago, and when you see that stuff, you see the memories all the time with Jerome Bettis, the bus. You see that with, Coward, and we've all seen. There's even someone on my Facebook page, no offense to them, they're trying to sell DVDs. And I'm like, no fucker's going to buy a DVD. You can just research and YouTube Steelers versus fucking Seahawks, Super Bowl 40, and it comes up. You watch the whole thing. No one owns a DVD player anymore, I don't think. Everything now is on your PS5 or your Chromecast, or you can have you get all your different platforms and all these different things. No one's going to buy a DVD. I have them. I have those exact DVDs. The Super Bowl 40 run and Big Ben, and he was the youngest quarterback. So I do understand the frustration from Steel fans around this time when we have a new coach now, and you want to go on that bit of a run, but at the same time, the fucking Browns, the Bengals have never won one. You know what I mean? Yeah, the Bengals and Browns have never won one too. They absolutely suck. Like, it's just how it works. Only one team can win. Only one team can win out of everything. And I give a lot of respect to the Seahawks because they're not a team I can't really hate. I can't get behind that. I think the story of Sam Darnold's pretty cool. I think Kenneth Walker Jr. Is it Jr.? Kenneth Walker III. I think he's been an outstanding running back. The way he was running yesterday was insane. Over 100 and something yards. Many people have him in his fantasy. They had the AJ Barner bloke, the tight end. They had JSN. They had Cooper Kupp, who came from the Rams, and he won one there. They had an outstanding defense with the cornerback, some of those blokes, and the edge rush. Sometimes they'll even rushing 4. Like, you go back and watch the game, and if you do watch it again, sometimes they're rushing 4. Kenneth Walker ran the fucking ball 27 times for 5-point average. He does deserve MVP. Even caught the ball 2 times as well. But yeah, they're rushing 4, and they were sending back home 7 in different blitzes and different coverages. Is it Clint Kubiak? He's the one going to the Raiders for defense. So this was overall a fun season, Steeler Nation. It was good. It's all tied up now. I think not too many of us are annoyed that the Seahawks won, and they deserve it. I heard a stat this morning. They did not even allow a interception or a fumble or a turnover in all the playoffs, right? In all of them. And they had to go through. I think they beat in postseason. They They beat, well, first of all, the number one overall seed. That's fantastic for them. They beat the 49. How good's this? This is like a storybook kind of thing. They beat the 49ers, 41-6, smashed them. They beat the Rams. Then they play the Super Bowl inside of Levi Stadium and beat the Patriots, who, going back 10, 11 years, I was in Pittsburgh. When I saw this, I was sitting next to a Seahawks fan. I remember I was in Jerome Bettis Bar and Grill, sitting next to a Seahawks fan. It was my first, I think, night game I've ever seen, or one or two of them. It was Super Bowl 49, Super Bowl 49, Patriots versus Seahawks. When we all said to each other in the bar, I was having a few Jack Daniels and Cokes, and as I'm sitting there, this girl next to me, she was absolutely fucking heartbroken, because how it all worked out. And Russell Wilson throws the interception. The Patriots pick it off. You see the crying meme of Richard, whatever his name was, the cornerback, Sherman. And it all like, gone. So they even get rid of that voodoo, that hoodoo as well. You know, they had a big season. To be honest, had a good season. Seahawks completely deserve it. Overall, they had a big season. Even going to the regular season, I think, Walker had a lot of yards, rushing 1,000 plus. I think Charbonnet, he got injured near the end. He had 730. Sam Darnold ran for 95. He had 4,000 yards, 25 TDs. Receiving is Offensive Player of the Year, Jackson Smith and Jigba. He had 1,793. Maybe I should go with some Seahawks highlights. I don't know. Maybe we can look. The Steelers need something. They do need a receiver 1, 2, and 3 or something. Don't know if Calvin Austin is coming back, but that is high quality play to have 17, almost 1,800 yards, 10 TDs for your offense. So yeah, big shout out to these guys. A huge shout out to the Seahawks. Hooly dooly. What's going on? They are. Yep. I think they've won 6 and lost 6, or they've lost like 7 or something like that. They lost a few, but they still get there. Yeah, Jets are a bad team. JG9 dropped a video today comparing 60 to 11, and they're really similar. Okay. I'll look it up. That's that Jacksonville guy, right? 100%. What up, Ryan says we are next year the Miami Dolphins. Okay, I do want to talk about this too, to be honest. Where are the days gone? And I'm getting older and older. I'm getting like, I'm yelling at clouds. I'm ranting about Super Bowl logos and the halftime I'm going to tear to shreds because I didn't understand it. And I'm not saying that I have to, that any offense to anyone, but I didn't understand the halftime show. I didn't even enjoy the music. I didn't even find the music that fun. It wasn't for me, to be honest. All right, here's the logo. I just found it quickly. I'm gonna bring it up. No, there's another logo too. I just don't understand what they're doing, man. They haven't changed the logo in friggin' like 10 years. The logo is not on point. It's the same. It's the same. It's the exact same format, different colors. When they used to have cool logos back in the day, like really, really cool logos. It's been the exact same over and over and over and over and over again. And also, I want to bring up something else too. Hang on. But did you guys enjoy the halftime show? I feel like it is angry me yelling at clouds. I didn't understand it. And when it said like the more you hate, the better we love or something, to be honest, I hated the halftime show. I thought it was boring. I thought the halftime show was just garbage. I don't know. I don't know who the guy is. I've never heard of Bad Bunny. I've never heard of Bad Rabbit. I just thought it just was like, it didn't mean, I don't know. I have no idea. It didn't get me, you know? Play some like classic rock or something. I don't know. I didn't get it. In the years past, even like Some of the pop stars that I have no idea about if they are like in pop or rappers or whatever. That was more entertaining. Like, wasn't it like 50 Cent like a few years ago? That was fun. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get it. We should yeah. I don't know what I don't know how to explain it. Like, it is I just spat everywhere. I just didn't get the feel of it. It wasn't fun. I don't know. It wasn't. I just didn't understand any of it. And I'm not even saying from this. It sounds really bad. Mark, you're a racist or whatever. I'm not. I'm not like that. But I just didn't even understand the flow and the vibe or anything. I couldn't understand the lyrics. I had no idea what he's talking about. I didn't understand what direction it was going. People in the crowd were like, "Huh? What the fuck?" I think it was a missed opportunity to play some young up and coming stars or someone like that. I don't know. You got to relate to the audience as best you can. It is called it's the world game now, and I just don't understand what they did. Oi oi oi. Like, are you guys? I don't know. I don't know. Am I missing the point? Yeah, I just feel the music wasn't even that great either, to be honest. And I don't want to make this, to be honest. I don't want to make this a left versus right thing or a cultural thing. I don't want to make it any kind of that. I just clearly want to say, I thought the music was shit. Can we not do that anymore? Are we not allowed to say the music's crap, like without having something tied to it that you're racist or you're this or whatever it may be or this blah blah blah? I just thought it was crap. I thought the I don't know why there was fucking like trees and stuff. People were trees. I didn't understand. Well, you saw Lady Gaga. She was there. She's always in everything. I was watching at the pub, and even all us were just like, nobody was dancing. We didn't know the moves. Nothing. I don't know. Yeah, something like that. That was fun. That was a good time. Didn't 50 Cent drop hang upside down? You know? I don't know. I just thought I don't know what to say about it. I sat there down the pub, and look, everyone's music's different, and I get that. It's a halftime show, and it's all kinds of funny. But I think we have to point out what when we see bad music, we see bad music, bro. Like, I just didn't understand any of it. I'm sitting there drinking my beer, and I'm like, when are we going to see football again? You know? I don't know. I know Green Day was there. That's kind of cool. Green Day was there. I thought the guy who did the national anthem, I thought he was pretty good. And we are also critical. It's so funny too. We're also critical as well of everything now. So we need to have a comment on everything. But yeah, let's just leave it there. No racism. The music was just bad. Bad Bunny was bad to me. Yeah, it wasn't something I'll go and chase again and look after. Hooly dooly. That's funny though. All right, I do want to show you this though, because while I'm yelling at clouds, and I think I'm getting older and older and getting gray and grayer, that I'm getting more annoyed at a lot of things. So at the same time too, to be honest, I try and live heaps local now. I don't try and let things affect me too much in terms of big scale things. But they released the Super Bowl logo for next year, and can we fucking change it? Like, I understand that inside the L, the X, and the 1, that Super Bowl 61, it's going to be in LA. You've got the waves, you've got the sun, you've got the Lombardi Trophy, but it's the same thing every year. When you go back to like Super Bowl logos of the past, they were heaps different. They had like cool little images with them. It's just changed, man. Yeah, you do every Super Bowl logo, and you have like all these different unique and creative ideas. And since pretty much, I think it was Super Bowl 45, it's been the same design pattern. Since Super Bowl 50 was a 50, and then it was like L1 with a trophy, L1, L2, L2 trophy, L33, L1V, L1, LV, LV1, LV2. It's just fucking the exact same. Every fucking year, it's the exact same. And not that it's a huge thing, to be honest. It's not a massive thing to be, oh my goodness. But if you are a football collector, I've got the Super Bowl 50 football. I've got 51 and 2, and I stopped buying them because 2 reasons. I didn't know what I was going to do with them when I was older, having about 20 to 150 Super Bowl footballs logos. And then also the logos were getting so repetitive and boring that I stopped doing it, because that to me is boring. Just because you have the LX1 Super Bowl 61 Roman numerals, fine. Can we incorporate something fucking else besides Super Bowl and the Lombardi? Same thing all the time. That's true. You could see some goal at the top. I know people would start to put out the Chicago Bears versus Dolphins, Chicago Bears versus, or, maybe, what else could it be? Bengals versus Rams, shit like that. Stafford's coming back. Bengals versus Lions, or Browns versus Lions. Wouldn't that be a fucking hoot? Yeah, it just needs, I don't know. That's my two things. Is I'm complaining about Bad Bunny. No offense. I'm not going that route. I just think it was bad music. I thought the actual show was crap. And the football game was fun, but the halftime show didn't move me. It didn't, I was like, oh, sitting back and, oh yeah, it's good fun. It didn't move me. All right, speaking of being moved, I need a water break, and you guys need a ray gun reset. Can we ray gun reset the year? Let's go.
I'm speaking. Can you hear me? Can you ask me a question?
Yes.
All right. So Steel Nation, we've got that out of the way. I've got a Brady jersey. I don't know what to do with it. Maybe I'll keep it for 50 years and I'll give it to someone. I don't really want to sell it. I might try and find someone in the future to give it away. I don't know. Figure it out. But let's talk some Steelers as best we can. There was a rumor going out now. I think. Oh, before I do that, sorry. There's one more thing I want to bring up. Oops, excuse me. Let me get rid of this. They were trying to rate the defenses, and I don't agree with it. And I won't spend too much time here, but I just want to show you guys this. So whoever did this, someone from Pro Football Focus or someone out there, best championship defense since 2000. Ravens 01, Buccaneers up there. Seahawks 26, Seahawks 2014. I actually think the Seahawks 2014 is better than 26. Broncos 2016, and the Steelers all the way at 6. That's crazy. The 2008 Steelers should definitely be about 3 or 2 since 2000, possibly even number 1. With the amount of points that they didn't allow, they were number 1 overall in many, many things. They had the pick 6 all the way to the end zone with James Harrison. So I know these ratings mean absolutely nothing in regards to that, but yeah, 2008 Steelers should be above Broncos, Seahawks twice, either possibly 1 or 2. So these things that happen a lot. But yeah, looking around the town, looking around the internet, I think that there was some, was it like rumor or was there ideas that Aaron Rodgers could be coming back? That's now probably the big thing there too, is that Rodgers has apparently a month or so to decide from Omar Khan as well, and yeah, see what happens next in terms of that. But it would be, look, I wouldn't mind if Rodgers came back, to be honest, if he does another year, 43 years of age, going into the season, and Mike McCarthy works his magic with his new team, because the whole team's going to be new. I feel like some players will stay, and other players might be shipped out. We just don't know what's going to happen. It's going to be a lot of fun though. But could you see a fairy tale ending with Rodgers and McCarthy? One more year, run it back, go to the draft. We have a lot to talk about. We have a lot to talk about from now until September. And I don't know if I might be taking. Maybe I won't take a break off Steeler Nation. G'day Steeler Nation, once a week podcast. But I might take a break for the next few weeks to then I gotta re-energize myself. I gotta get back into the mode. I always find it very tough to go from Super Bowl was yesterday. Oh fuck, here's a mock draft. Like what? Huh? Don't get it. Well, what do you guys think? Is Rodgers coming back? Is he going to be coming back in Heinz Field? I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. 99%. There you go. Yeah, I feel bad for the bloke too, for David Limmy. A little bit. Like they've won 6 as well, right? So I feel a little bit bad. I think he was live streaming on his channel, and yeah, I don't even really know if I want the money, to be honest. I just might find time to give it away to someone in the future. Good question. Who do I want to be? I'll be honest. I wouldn't mind if they just go with Will Howard. If we see something brand new, right? Yeah, 100%. Fucking hell. I've been wrong. I think I was wrong about Wilson. I was wrong about Fields, and I was wrong about Rodgers. I've been wrong every time. Every single time. That's what's crazy. That's a fair point. It's a fair point. Yep. It doesn't have to be when Brady won it with the Buccaneers. He didn't have to move around to use his mind. Of long as you can keep him upright, you have a chance. Even Sam Darnold didn't run too much yesterday. But I'm at the point now, if Rodgers does come back, it doesn't bother me. One more year with him would be fun. It was actually quite fun to see him in Dublin. I enjoyed that. Each and every week he was growing on me. So maybe Rodgers signs a 1-year deal for $10 million and says, "Hey, McCarthy, let's have one more chance." They go to LA and they win the division. They see how it goes. But I think this time I want to find out sooner rather than later. I would prefer to not be dragged along this rumor, clickbait, each and every day and each and every fucking week. It's like, oh, is he coming? Are you a Steeler or are you not? We don't even know if Cameron Hayward's going to come back. We don't even know. We hope that Patrick Graham, keeps and doesn't trade. They don't trade TJ Watt. I know some people want him traded away, but I would prefer to keep TJ Watt and build that. There was rumors around Herbig as well that he was going to be wanting out of Steeler Nation. So we've really got to wait and see around this. I think the free agent period starts about a month away. But there are speculations. Maybe next few weeks we'll go through some of the players on the roster who are undrafted unrestricted free agents. Who are they going to come back? Is Pierre coming back? Is Calvin Austin coming back? There's going to be so much change, to be honest. But yeah, who do I want as quarterback? I wouldn't mind if Rodgers came back to play, or I wouldn't mind if they started fresh with Will Howard. I don't think that Mason Rudolph is going to get a chance, to be honest. I think Mason Rudolph will always be a backup, which it was fun and exciting that period of time. But I think it's always going to be his team to back up, and he's on the contract 1 more year. Will Howard's on his rookie deal. Do you put him into the fire and just say, hey, let's go? Or do you bring back, maybe it goes Rodgers, Will Howard, Mason Rudolph, Yes, that's a good point as well. If Rodgers comes back, Cam will stay. It just depends. There's a lot of things up in the air at the moment, and all we can talk about now is speculation and rumor of what might happen is going to happen. And that's why I think I might have breaks here and there. I'll probably do the show with Bubba and Shane over Tuesday. I'll do my G'day Steelers Nation show and maybe something else. But unless something super crazy happens, I won't talk about much until it does happen. Hurly dooly. Because now we just got to figure out, and you guys are going to enjoy your summer. It's like that time again. The Winter Olympics are on. The Penguins come back from Winter Olympics, I think in 3 weeks' time. So it's going to be obviously in the men's winter hockey. It's going to be like probably Canada and USA. So, I don't know what's going on. But yeah, it's crazy how fast the season goes. The fact that I was like last year, I was in Pittsburgh for Christmas. And then this year I had organized to go to Dublin. And then in fucking 4 months' time, if you are coming to this, or if you are around, have a chance, we'll be here at the Ben Franklin's Tap Room and Grill, NFL Draft 2026, April 23rd, 25th, over the 3 days from Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. We'll be there doing podcasts, and we'll be drinking a lot of beer and having a good time. So it's crazy how it's gone from Christmas last year, I was in Pittsburgh, to then 9 months later, I was in Dublin, went on a crazy trip. And then next minute, it's like the draft. I need to calm down, I think. And then I went going to the draft in April. So it's a lot of fun. It's definitely a lot of fun. But yeah, the big question now, to be honest, is will Rodgers come back? And what happens with our defense? Obviously, honestly, goodness, they've got a draft receiver. I don't even know who the players are, but you need receiver, you need offensive line, you need D line, you need cornerback, you need middle linebacker, you need a few things like that. You need a lot of pieces to the puzzle, right? There's a big shout out to I heard there was, groans around because Robert Spillane was with the Patriots and he had made that, and they're like, how come Tomlin didn't keep Spillane? Well, when Tomlin had him, I think the depth was overall better at that stage, and he was more of a teamer. And I've always said this too: players can get better. Players should be allowed to get better. If they do leave your team, like Kevin Dotson, and it didn't work out at the time when he was, I believe, left guard. Maybe he was meant to be right guard, but players should be allowed to get better. Hooly dooly. All right, Steel Nation, let's start to wrap things up. I realize the Howard groupies are out there, but he's not the answer. I don't think we know. I don't think we know if he's the answer or not until he gives a chance. And I think the Sam Darnold story kind of tells you that. They threw Sam Darnold into the fire and the Jets, and they traded him to, like, he was like a 49er, he was a Panther, and then he turned his career around with the Vikings. They eventually didn't re-sign him back. Aren't they probably shitty too? Aren't they very shitty? Then he gets a chance with the Seahawks and wins Super Bowl. So I'm not gonna judge the guy until he starts playing, until we start seeing he's going to be. Well, we need to figure out. The Steelers have to figure out, to be honest, and it's not easy. They got to figure out who's franchise quarterback. If it's Rodgers 1 year, you can't keep pushing or kicking the can down the road. They've got to fucking figure out who is their franchise quarterback, and then that goes into a draft, and that goes into trading someone. They got to figure it out. At the same time, though, not as easy as being said, because Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson and Justin Herbert and these guys haven't won one. And the guy that did win one was the bloke that was seeing ghost, and the guy that was called a bust from so many people. Trade for Burrows, he'd never come here. I don't even know if I want Joe Burrow, to be honest. He's very similar. They get a lot of yards, and they never have a team around him. They have a connection with him and T. Higgins and Jamar Chase. But it seems like he just makes, bad errors at some funny times, or they start out slow and they can't. They've now missed a playoff three years in a row. So on paper, for the Joe Burrows team and the Bengals, we'll get him next year mentality. I know he drives that too. He drives a bloody Batman mobile. I've never been a huge fan of Batman, to be honest, but it's all good. All right, Steeler Nation, let's get out of here, man. Thank you, Steeler Nation, for coming in and saying hello on a hangover Monday, because everyone's hungover after Super Bowl. That's the end of the season. One big thank you to everyone who has donated or become members or anything like that. I'm trying to figure this channel out, and to be honest, I think it's just because I have no time now. It's very tough for me to grow it to where I want it to be, and you know what? Big respects to people who do channels and they work, because it's so tough. And that's what I do. I do this channel and I work 38 hours a week, and then I still want to chill out and have my social time and stuff like that. I'm going to the wrestling next week. I'm going to the wrestling. Me and the mates are going to the wrestling. So it's not as easy as just doing life stuff, work stuff, social stuff, and then doing YouTube. I do enjoy YouTube, but fucking hell, it was so much more easier during COVID times, because I had nothing to do. I had nothing to do. I could just jump online anytime I want. I think 2 years ago we did the 24-hour stream. That didn't fucking work. So tough. That's right. I've got NRL to watch too. The Manly Seagulls play in 2 weeks' time. I met two blokes yesterday who follow the Brizzy Broncos as well. So, yeah, it's exciting time to be Steelers fan, but there's a lot happening, man. Yeah, 100%. I appreciate that. And that's why Maddie's been busy too, because life, man, life's crazy. Life gets involved. But I do enjoy it, and we will have more people hopefully come to the show soon. I don't know if people got notifications today. I think YouTube fucks up. I think what I stuffed up is I think I put out my video and the notifications don't work. This is what YouTube does. YouTube it doesn't work the way I want it to. Because I put a video out there and I put a 2 videos out there. I think they may not got notifications. Anyways, it is what it is. It's how it is. Shout out to the Seahawks and Steelers in 2000. It's been 20 fucking years since Jerome Burtis the bus going home to Detroit. It's been 17 years since James Debo Harrison winning the Super Bowl against the Cardinals and Larry Fitzgerald. I think we're getting a bit old, eh? It's getting crazy. But excuse me, next year could be a Rodgers go, it could be a Howard go. I don't know. I have no idea. But yeah, I appreciate that. Alrighty. Thank you, George. Thank you, Daredevil. And I'll see you guys tomorrow with Bubba and Shane talking more about Super Bowl and talking more about our Steelers. Insane, eh? Yeah, I was in when the Steelers won the Super Bowl in 43. I think I was 16. No, 17. I was just turning 18 years of age, and you just felt like life was fucking unreal because didn't have any. Oh, I didn't have a phone. I didn't get a phone until I was like year 12. You know, I didn't have a phone. I had no social media. I had MySpace. There was MySpace when I was 19 or fucking 17 or something like that. It's crazy. You know, and things have changed now. Like I can legit jump on the fucking internet and talk football to people from America. And that's why I created this channel, you know. And I'm still hoping that there's a video coming out about my fandom and international fandom soon. I was told it was around like June or July that you'll see me walking around Ireland, and I do a really good interview and podcast. So there are some things happening. Fuck, Steelers draft is going to be insane. This is going to be a turning point now. Have a bit of a break. Then we go into the free agent period. Then we get into the draft and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, LimeWire, dude. What up, Future? There you go. Because he was 30. Yeah, MySpace and LimeWire. I'm not saying I feel old or whatever, but it's like it just makes you think, man. It's why I don't want to I hate when people rush the season and they're like, oh, I can't wait till next year. I can't wait till September when the Steelers play again. I can wait, to be honest. I can wait 9 months because I don't want to rush it because it never stops. You know, I can wait for sure. I can wait. Alrighty. Thanks everyone. Yeah, man, 100%. Love it. Absolutely love it. And I also appreciate you guys yesterday too. I had a really good chat when I was at the pub. I was just swinging on that chair for ages outside, and it's been so hot, man. It was so hot. Yeah, not old but not young. It does feel like that. Yeah, Super Bowl 40. Because you can go back. That's what I'm saying. The guy on my Facebook's like trying to sell Steeler DVDs, man. He's selling Steelers DVDs. I'm like, no one has a DVD player anymore. We don't even have a fucking landline. Everything I can do is I've got a PS5. I'm very lucky that I bought that. I bought myself a PS5 at Christmas, and I watched like the games on that. I watched, the days in the football. I might even watch it again. I watch Amazon Prime. I can play football games on that to turn my brain off because sometimes my job, it's so people focused, and even this is really people focused too. I got to turn the brain off, right? Turn the brain off and play or watch, and that's why I like football, to be honest. Yesterday was fun, dude. I know I'm trying to get out of here, but yesterday was fun. It was so fun just sitting down the pub, having a beer, eating my food. I had some squid down there and just drinking beers, and the game goes for 4 hours, and you'll see like some Australians bag it out and go, oh my goodness, this game's too slow. But I enjoy that. I enjoy sitting there and trying to break down and dissect the play and what happens next and who's out there. Is Cooper Kupp out there? Is what play they're going to run? Is AJ Barner out there? Is it play action pass? Like, I can watch legit football for fucking 9 hours. For 9 hours, I can watch football from 1 p.m. If I was in America, I can watch it from 1 p.m. to 8 p.m. easily. And most of us here that come around the podcast all year round, that's what we do. And to me, it's one big distraction. Like, life is crazy, man. Life is all kinds of crazy. So I don't mind turning the TV on for 3 hours and just forgetting about everything and only focusing on, oh my goodness, Kenneth Walker III is having a great game. Oh, they haven't been targeting. They went to JSN a few times. Sam Darnold's going to win his Super Bowl for the first time in his career and before Josh Allen, before Lamar Jackson, before Baker Mayfield. That's what I fucking love, man. It's a lot of fun seeing them blitz off the edge and get after it. And they were setting 4 some stages. They had a pick 6 to the end zone. I thought it was a fumble. That's like some good stuff. So maybe it might be fun going down to Melbourne to watch a game or to be around. I used to not like to be around other Australian fans, but the Australian fans I talked to yesterday, most of them are pretty good. They were happy to watch sport. They weren't even cheering the team on. There was no Seahawks fans even there. I think it was one. There was one Seahawks fan. Hooey dooey. I still have DVDs. Yeah, so do I. I have a lot of DVDs. Can you hear that? Someone's out here, bloody. Someone's cooking something up. Alrighty. Anyways, that's me out. Thanks everyone. Steel Nation, you guys are awesome. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow with Bubba and Shano. And we just keep pushing forward, man, till this one. Until Super Bowl 61 in LA, SoFi Stadium. By the way, that would be an easy flight for me. If the Steelers did make it, that is legit. Like Sydney to LA, I'm there. Like that could be a possibility. I'm not saying I'm going to the bowl, but I could go to LA and surrounding town, to go, because it's only a 14-hour flight. When I say that, only 14 hours, like it's 14 hours, but I've done it that many times. It sucks and you just do it. So if the Steelers make it, could I be going to SoFi Stadium in 2027 on Valentine's Day, February 14th? That's what it is next year. I think that for some reason it's February. I don't know why. February 14th next year, apparently, is the Super Bowl. Steelers LA, that'd be insane. Yeah, you go as well. Yeah, we'll figure it out. It's going to be a fun season. Okay, I'll see you later. See you guys. Hey! Tom Brady. I still can't believe I have a Tom Brady jersey. Like, I do want to get rid of it, but at the same time, it is Tom Brady as well. Tom Brady is a superstar. So I don't know. There you go, guys. I have a Tom Brady jersey. Alrighty. I'll see you later. Let me play. See you. Bye. I'll see you guys later. Hey, Rod. See you later. Got the light. Left the light on. See you later. Bye.